A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. In a significant legal development, a federal appeals court has ruled that President Trump can continue to withhold billions of dollars in foreign aid, a decision that has ignited a fierce debate over executive power and congressional authority. The ruling, delivered by a panel from the U.S. Court of Appeals for the District of Columbia, overturned a previous court order that had blocked the administration's plans to cut funding from the U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID. The case stems from a lawsuit filed by two nonprofit organizations, the AIDS Vaccine Advocacy Coalition and the Journalism Development Network, which argued that Trump's funding freeze exceeded his authority and would have dire consequences for global health initiatives. The plaintiffs contended that the president's actions effectively dismantled USAID and disregarded congressionally approved spending. However, in a 2-1 decision, the court ruled that the plaintiffs lacked standing to challenge the funding freeze, stating that only the Government Accountability Office had the authority to contest the president's order. Judge Karen Henderson, a George H.W. Bush appointee, emphasized that the district court had erred in granting relief to the plaintiffs. The grantees lack a cause of action to press their claims, she wrote in the majority opinion. Judge Gregory Katsas, a Trump appointee, joined her in this ruling. In stark contrast, Judge Florence Pan, a Biden appointee, dissented, labeling the funding freeze as unlawful and warning that it could lead to a dangerous accumulation of power within the executive branch. The court's acquiescence in and facilitation of the executive's unlawful behavior derails the carefully crafted system of checks and balances that serves as the greatest security against tyranny, she asserted. The ruling follows a tumultuous period during which the Trump administration sought to drastically reduce foreign aid spending, including a proposed elimination of approximately $60 billion and the termination of 92% of USAID grants. This move was framed by the administration as a necessary measure to eliminate waste and ensure that taxpayer dollars were spent responsibly. Critics, however, argue that such cuts jeopardize critical health programs and undermine the U.S.'s commitment to global humanitarian efforts. The ruling has received mixed reactions, with a White House spokesperson celebrating it as a victory against what they termed radical left dark money groups that interfere with the president's ability to manage foreign aid. Meanwhile, advocates for global health programs have expressed deep concern over the implications of the court's decision. Mitchell Warren, the executive director of AVAC, condemned the ruling, stating, "This decision further erodes Congress's role and responsibility as an equal branch of government." The battle over foreign aid funding is far from over, as the plaintiffs have indicated their intention to appeal the ruling. The implications of this legal decision could reverberate through the political landscape, raising questions about the balance of power between the executive and legislative branches and the future of U.S. foreign aid policy. As the dust settles from this landmark ruling, stakeholders on both sides of the debate are preparing for the next round in what promises to be a contentious legal and political battle. The outcome could have lasting effects on the U.S.'s role in global health and humanitarian assistance, as well as the fundamental principles of governance that underpin the nation's democratic system. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.